Recording. There it is. We're live.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's going. It's happening. People of the internet. I'm Mike.
I don't believe you. I'm Brendon.
He doesn't believe me. It's Thirsty Thursday on gettingwork.com. Let's hit him with the music. I need the squeaky noise though.
Yeah, right?
Brendon, what's up, dude?
What's going on?
It's Thursday. I've got
Thursday.
bets going.
Week after Thanksgiving.
Week after Thanksgiving. Dude, I ate so much food. And
You made so much food.
I made so much food. We'll talk about that. But tomorrow means a lot. It's December.
Oh, yeah,
It's the
December
start
1st.
of Christmas. I'm wearing my Christmas shirt. I'm doing
My dad's birthday.
Christmas gear all
It's my
month
dad's
long.
birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Dad.
birthday today or well, the 30th
Tomorrow.
or the 1st? Tomorrow.
December
All right.
1st.
When you see if you're watching this now, happy birthday tomorrow, Dad. And if you don't see this till tomorrow, happy birthday, Dad.
And if you don't watch this at all,
my dad.
fine, whatever.
If you don't watch this at all, I understand that.
Don't blame you
It has
at
your
all.
son and then some guy far more annoying than your son.
And then we
anyway,
get to start advent calendars tomorrow. I have one for my cat.
Ooh, you have a cat advent calendar?
Yeah, apparently it has a different snack every day.
So we don't do an advent calendar. My wife and I do, and I think we've talked about this. We do.
Oh, you do the shots or something, don't you?
We do the 12 shots of Christmas. The 12 days leading up to Christmas. Eventually, we'll go to the liquor store. We'll go to the liquor store. We'll buy 12 shots a piece for each other. The goal is.
Is there a rule of some good, some bad?
We don't. It's never about. Here's something terrible. That's never. It's not like doing shots on this show.
Oh, okay.
It's never about here's something terrible. The goal is either weird stuff you might like, or for me, she'll always throw in like really nice whiskeys. Like we do airplane bottles, so we'll get like 12 airplane bottle size shots. Which I say airplane bottles, but sometimes like the airplane or the Maker's Mark bottle doesn't look like a normal airplane bottle. It looks like a little Maker's Mark bottle. So that size.
I'm amazed at the variety of little bottles you can get
50
for
milliliters.
alcohols now. It's unbelievable how many small bottles you can get and like little baby versions of those
Baby
bottles.
versions, but also I feel like there's a lot of brands that they might make full size bottles, but like they specialize in the little ones. I can't remember the last time I know somebody who had like a full bottle of 99 bananas. However, I've seen a ton of people where like here's a little shot of this, a little shot of 99 root beer. I don't necessarily know a lot of people that have 99 something by the bottle. Yeah, 99 strawberry. See,
I don't know if I've ever seen it. I don't know if I've ever seen it in a bigger bottle.
I
Than
think
this.
they make it. I don't ever see it either, but I think there's certain brands that live around those kind of ones. Honestly, I like Fireball in the little shot bottle better than like you pouring me a glass of Fireball out of a full size bottle. That's
If I'm pouring you a glass of Fireball, we have a problem.
well, yeah.
I'm gonna card you.
There's not too many things Fireball goes with. It's a very assertive flavor.
I worked at an establishment that had $2 Fireball the same night as karaoke.
That's always a good combo.
Yeah.
The shot special is always how you can tell where the bar's fan base is.
Yeah.
Case in point, there is a bar downtown Cincinnati. The name escapes me at the moment. But they had the Happy Meal.
Oh yeah, that was
The Miller High Life and a shot of Jameson?
no, it's no longer there. It was Four Roses Yellow Label and a Miller High Life
Roses
for
Yellow
$5.
Yeah.
A Tavala. No, not a Tavala. It was. Oh man,
So,
this is
either
exciting.
way. Either way. Us naming
Anyway,
restaurants, you
it
might
started
know.
as a bartender thing. That
Yeah.
You would just say, "Give me a Happy Meal after your shift." All the bartenders locally would come in, and we would get
And
ourselves.
eventually everyone else tries it as well.
Yeah, for $5, a Miller High Life and a Four Roses Yellow Label straight up. It's not a bad combo.
It's always the nice after work, or even if you're like, well, lunch break, if you're in
Yeah.
the bar industry kind of thing. I would never do that in my real life, but
And
But
bars are that close that you
I
can run
think
next
I
bar.
think every bartender's had a drink on their lunch break at some point
Yeah,
in their fucking career. Don't lie to yourself.
right.
But like that was really because there was so many other service industry people that would come into that place. So that was what the predominant thing was. The bar that you were at, it was, you say it was Jameson or Fire? It was Fireball.
Fireball on
Fireball.
Tuesdays, Tullamore Dew on Thursdays, Bullet
Ooh.
on Mondays. I'm trying to think of what they all were. Yeah.
But that's always a good way of kind of
Oh, and
gauging
bombs on it
a
was bombs on
clientele.
Tuesdays.
But are you? I don't think we do a lot of bomb shots together. Are you big on bomb shots? Like mix
No
it with
Jaeger.
yeah
No
or
Jaeger, but I will absolutely if it's now at the point in my life where if we're out somewhere or like I walk around with my camera a lot and then I'll stop into a bar to have a beer and someone be like, "Hey, you want to get a shot?" It's gonna be get me a cherry bomb or a grape bomb or something. Like that would be the way I
really.
would lean into 100%. I feel like I can do that and function as a human being without going, I regret all my choices. Because like I don't want to leave with like a belly full of I don't know, just sometimes the people are always shooting. We're gonna yeah, just no,
That's my
I don't
problem
need
is
straight whiskey at 1 in the afternoon. I
I
mean
can
sometimes I
throw a
do,
shot
but
of whiskey back with reckless abandon. So like when people are like, "Let's do one," I can do one, and then
The
somebody
whiskey
does, "Let's
bar
do
that we
another one," and
worked,
I'll do the
the
next
whiskey bar
one.
that we worked at burnt me out on whiskey. That's why I can barely do whiskey, and I'm
You're more a
always
tequila drinker now.
tequila
Tequila and
and clear.
mezcal.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%, 100%.
But speaking of drinking, we need to get a drink. So I'm gonna ask you
What are we
first.
starting with?
So it's very themed right now. I've got two beers to choose from. I have two
Oh,
beers to drink.
mine's not themed at all.
Well, it's just Christmas
I
is the
saw
theme.
Christmas shit today, but I'm
So,
not drinking pumpkin spice gingerbread
well,
ornamental pine tree lager. No, not happening.
that might be why I go with this one then, because they're both super Christmassy. One, Taft's Santa's Bribe. It is a Christmas cookie ale.
Rest in peace to your brewporium.
Yes, and the other, Alexandria Brewing Company, my local brewery, my favorite local brewery.
That's where you were drinking
Shout out.
whiskey last
That's
Wednesday.
where I was drinking whiskey last Wednesday. That's where I got married.
Ooh,
That's where I
did
go
that say
all the
oatmeal
time.
raisin cookie?
Oatmeal raisin cookie. This is their seasonal winter warmer. This
Are you
beer
a
is
fan of the
fucking
oatmeal raisin
fantastic.
cookie? Like an
It's
oatmeal raisin
my
cookie by
preferred
itself?
cookie.
It's same. Why do people give raisins such shit? Give me an
Raisins by
oatmeal
themselves
raisin
are
cookie.
a little sus, as the kids say. It's such a small amount of food.
Did
Have
you
you
just
ever?
say, as the kids say?
Yes. I got a teenager, so I hear all kinds of shit. So I'm gonna pour my beer while I'm saying this.
Okay.
Raisins by themselves.
Which did you choose? The oatmeal
We're gonna
cookie?
go with the Alexandria Brewing Company oatmeal raisin cookie since it's.
I
it seemed
really
to
want to
catch
try
your
that beer.
interest. I'm gonna
I need
save
you to
one.
get me. I need you to get me a hold of one of those.
I've got more. I'll save
I
you.
want to try one. That's right up my alley.
So this is a winter warmer. For those of you that don't know, a winter warmer, not super dark, a little bit darker than an ale, but not as dark as like a porter, or I would say not even as dark as a brown ale. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit crisper. I like a winter warmer because it's still yeasty, like lagery, but it adds a little bit deeper flavors. Like you can kind of put chocolate in a winter warmer and it won't feel so heavy. Like this one is raisins and oatmeal. Doesn't drink super heavy. But what are you drinking before I go
What's
ahead
the
and drink my
percentage
beer?
on it?
This
I ha-
is 6.2. Go ahead.
I have something next to me that I could probably get you to guess it without saying it. You would have to think back to when we were bartenders.
Pacifico.
No, no, no. Something that was one of the most requested things that would come out once a year. People made such a. What was one of the most overblown of all?
Oh, do you have zombie dust?
I have zombie
Three
dust.
Floyd's zombie dust. And I'm going to say this next
I'm not saying anything
phrase.
bad about it. I'm not
It's
saying,
not
but
a bad beer. The beer is not. This beer is not a bad beer at all. You used to have to wait in line for
oh
like 8
man,
hours
to maybe get one
to
of 8
maybe buy a
packs.
pack.
Yeah.
Now you were drinking a tall boy that you probably bought at a gas station.
I didn't buy it at a gas station. I had to go get myself a tuna steak, some tilapia, something. I went shopping. I went to the fancy place, the K.
Good for
Rogers,
you. Cheers.
Kroger. Cheers. I made tacos tonight. Um, that looks really good.
Man, that's a motherfucking good beer.
I can still pour and talk at the same time.
It's a skill, y'all. So You
So
are,
grapefruity. So grapefruity.
and that's surprising for me because you're not always the biggest IPA drinker. So seeing you with a big old glass of Zombie Dust, however, that's
I never.
on the heavier IPA side. For people that go like, I don't like IPAs because they don't like the skunky super hoppiness, that kind of
Yeah.
goes that way.
Well, what's interesting about Zombie Dust is compared to most of your double IPAs and your IPAs nowadays, 6.5% is
Right.
really nothing.
Now,
Um, it's just got a very hoppy grapefruit without the sugar on it kick.
mm-hmm.
Like that's exactly what it reminds me of. Is like your grapefruit. It's a very grapefruit hoppy. Um, it's a good beer. It was just it's like the movie The Hangover. So many people told me it was the funniest movie they had ever seen, and it was going to be the funniest movie I'd ever seen. By the time I saw it, I was just disappointed. It's a funny movie. Don't get me
we were
wrong.
kind of spoiled because when people were fighting to get that in stores and stuff like that, we were lucky to work at a bar that was able to get that on tap relatively
Yeah, I was
frequently.
cleansing my palate with zombie dust while you
Yeah,
all were waiting in
and
line.
that's the thing. It's like I see it happen now, and
People fighting for Pappy, and we had a back room of Pappy.
that's the wildest part. And you bring this up, and I was thinking about this the other day. The whiskey market from when you and I bartended, and we're talking like 2014, 15,
I would
16.
I would buy Eagle Rare for $42 a bottle.
I
Let's
used to
put
be
it
able to
that
I
way.
used to be able to go get a bottle of McKenna 10-year for $25 at a local liquor store, literally a stone's throw away from the bar that
Yeah,
we worked at.
Elijah Craig had a 12-year.
I used to be able to get the 12-year off the shelf, 30 bucks, maybe less than that, like 28.99.
I didn't realize how much E.H. Taylor's small batch had gone up. That used to be one of my I would keep it at the house
The
bourbons. Now it's almost three digits and stuff like that. I had some with my father the other day. It's so fucking good. I mean, it's
good
got a
whiskey
hell.
is still good whiskey regardless of the price
Oh
going
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. Bottled in bond, Bernie Lovers. Oh, yeah. But
Oh, the homie.
some good stuff.
The homie. I almost did a look at the sky, but Bernie's still with us, so
Yeah, right. What are
I
you
would have
doing?
been really sorry about that, man.
Good lord.
So what has happened though is now you pay way more than the stuff used to cost. People wait in line for whiskey bottles. People trade secondhand on the internet, pay these huge marked up prices. You don't do that. Stop doing that.
Well,
Stop
when you're
paying higher than retail from some dude to get the whiskey. If you can't get it, go find a place that has it.
like Eagle Rare, for example, it's an 8-year. You just got to think when your product takes 8 years to make, you don't really. It's hard to plan for, and the whiskey boom took a lot of. I mean, yeah, a lot of things went up. A lot of the supply went away.
I remember
So many bourbon
Weller
bars. There's a
12.
bourbon bar everywhere.
Weller 12 did the same thing. I remember you used to be able
Oh,
to actually
Weller 12.
see Weller 12 on the shelf. I haven't physically seen a bottle of Weller 12 on a store shelf with my own two eyes
Yeah.
in the store I was standing in.
Yep. That
6
wasn't
years.
buying glass. Yeah.
6 years. I can't remember the last time I saw one that
When
wasn't
we
in a
were around,
bar.
ancient age still existed.
Oh, these young kids don't remember ancient age, man. When you get AAA for
Oh
like
man.
$25, and then back when regular old ancient age was fantastic before whatever happened, and then the flavor profile really changed on that. Like old
You
ancient
remember how
age was
our nights
amazing.
used to just depending on how good or bad the night was? Are we doing a shot of Ancient Age at the end of the night, or is it Evan Williams White Label, or are we just gonna hurt ourselves with something barrel strength? Like,
Hurt ourselves with
I,
something barrel strength, or that was where I developed my love for Fighting Cock, 103 proof whiskey, Fighting Cock. I love that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
We used to
it makes a
do
hell of a spicy Manhattan.
Old Granddad Bonded. The Old
Yeah,
Granddad series is one of the greatest series of whiskey ever to exist. I think if you were to say I can only drink one kind, like what are you drinking? Probably what Old Granddad's you got. Like the Bonded is fantastic. I've got
yep,
the 114 downstairs. It's incredible. Even just the 80, like if you're making like a batch cocktail or eggnog or whiskey and cokes where you don't give a shit, that's fantastic too, and you can get that for like 11.99.
hell, you remember we used Old Crow a lot, and that was just
You can't
fine.
find. I don't know where to
No,
find fucking Old Crow
I
anymore.
haven't seen Old Crow in a
It's
while.
fantastic. It was great fucking cheap fucking whiskey.
I remember working the day that Elmer T. Lee passed away, and then all of a sudden after that day, Elmer T. Lee was gone.
That
The
was
alcohol,
crazy.
everything. People bought
People
up everything.
came in and drank what was on the shelf that night.
Right. It was all gone. Yeah.
We're gonna
We had
drink the
like
whole
one backup bottle.
bottle.
Yeah.
Fuck. Um,
You didn't give us time to adjust the price in the
right,
computer.
like,
God damn it.
and they knew that, and that was the thing. They're like, well, we're just gonna go in there before you can make it way more expensive.
The best was when you would find a bar that quote unquote just didn't know yet. Like I remember one time we went to a pub. I won't mention its name. It's called The Pub. Anyway, and they had Van Winkle 12 year on the shelf for $9 a pour. The Lot B 12 year, which is one of my the Van Winkle Lot B 12 year is one of my favorites. But $9 a pour, we did half the bottle. We just started buying back to backs on them.
Where did I find a place like that? I think it was a Buffalo Wild Wings once.
Yeah,
That me
those are
and
the type of
somebody's
places where
found
every now and
where-
then you'll
Yeah, we
find
found some like Weller 12 and some E.H. Taylor and some like was it E.H. Taylor, and then there was
We're talking liquor.
Either
Do you
way.
have a shot?
I was gonna say we need to do a shot. I've got a
Okay.
weird shot.
You have a weird shot?
I have a weird
I have
shot.
I don't want to say weird, I have something unique.
You have something unique.
Yes.
All right, so mine's in an airplane bottle. What's yours in?
The liquor globe.
The Liquor Globe, the Planet Booze. What is that?
This is Slivovitz.
Beg your pardon?
Slivovitz.
You do? You'll fucking clean it up.
I know. So it is in lots of different countries, but a Serbian traditional aperitif or a meal starter ender. It's a plum brandy. Done
Plum
also
brandy.
plum brandy made with plums.
Maybe
I'm gonna have some good movements.
You're gonna have some good movements. Ooh, you're
yeah.
gonna be so regular after tonight's episode.
Maybe so.
Yeah. The beer and the plums.
A popular print in Serbia depicts a mustached peasant wearing a fur hat, drinking Slivovitz from a leather-wrapped bottle with the motto, "Fuck Coca, fuck the pizza, all we need is Slivovitz." I don't know.
Hold on. Back the phrase up again. What?
Fuck the Coca,
Like cocaine.
fuck the pizza, all we need is Slivovitz.
So we don't need to get high. We don't need to eat. All we need is sliver viver.
It's used in numerous folk remedies.
Okay.
It's given a respect above other. I'm just reading this from.
So it's like Serbian Jägermeister.
I don't know because
Maybe I'm not saying in
disgusting and
flavor. I'm
licorice
saying
cheap.
in history.
I haven't even opened this. I've been waiting to open this. Hang on.
Ooh, good cork.
You ever had it go in the eye?
You got a little sliver.
It smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Italian
about
blue
mine.
plums, 80 proof.
wait, blue plums?
That's what it says. Blue plum brandy. In
40 years
plum.
old, never knew it was a fucking blue plum.
Blue plum.
Huh.
Blue plum brandy.
Blue plum brandy.
Blue plum brandy.
That sounds like the noise I makes when I take.
It's drank at important rites of passages: births, baptisms, military service, marriage, death.
Wait, by who in the baptism? The baby?
Maybe. I don't know. Is this
Congratulations.
what they bless them with? I don't know.
Dunk you in the water and then pour you a little bit of sliver bibba.
For different countries, they have different. Yeah, that's under Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, and Slovenia.
Ooh.
So I will do. Yeah, that.
All right, so I have mine is in one of the airplane bottles of which we spoke. This is well, it looks like tonight that I'm all about the Benjamins. This is I don't know if the name is just Benjamin's 100 proof or if it's Benjamin's banana.
Did you buy this out of a guy's car?
My wife found these. They looked really cool. She brought them, and this is a 100 proof banana.
Oh,
Banana. It doesn't say what type of spirit it is. It just says it's a 100
I am
proof
excited about this.
banana.
You can go first. I'm excited
Banana.
about this.
So I've got a banana, and you've got a blue plum.
Yes.
So on the fruit salad episode of
Yes.
Thirsty Thursday,
Right.
let's see what this.
Zombie dust, oatmeal raisin cookie beer. Jesus, what does that look? An
smells
immediate
like-
impression.
It smells like rubbing alcohol and runts. Runts?
Runts.
Is it
Oh.
runt the banana, the one
the little
fruit
banana
shit candy
one?
with the
Yeah.
banana
Yeah.
fruit, rubbing alcohol and banana.
You
runts.
always felt like you were gypped a little bit when you would turn the crank and you open it and it's just 7 bananas. Like, you motherfucker. Yeah.
I feel like they put those in the bottom on purpose. Because I feel like they had to get their money's worth before they gave you.
I
Like,
think it's
the
a scientific
cherries and
thing. The
limes.
shape of the banana is able to penetrate downward through.
Do you think
the
bananas just
other
have
run-
better like gravity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
this
nature. It's sad.
100 proof banana, 100 proof boozy banana. You've
Benjamin's
got a,
100 proof.
it's Benjamin's banana.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
I'm gonna watch you, and then I'll go after you if you don't
All right,
mind.
100 proof Benjamin bananas.
I'm excited how much I know you're gonna not like this, because banana is never a great flavor to try and reproduce. You look like you ate 7 lemons. What was that?
I don't want to be a podcaster anymore. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Oh God.
We'll get a new host for next week. I'll still be the co-host because I don't want to do the work. You okay, buddy?
I gotta get to church.
Your eyes don't look great.
That is awful. That is that is the crown. That is the worst shot I've.
That's the one. That's my mystery chocolate shot that I had that I hated.
That is the worst shot I've done on this show.
Oh.
It's not even like, you know how like when those high proof spirits are at least a little, they're just like kind of, they burn but they're sweet.
Yeah.
Even with the banana, that is not sweet at all. That is just gasoline with like a banana runt punched into your nostril. I smell banana. I don't taste anything. I taste burnt leather and tongue skin. Oh God. Oatmeal raisin.
All right, well. Cheers. This is done for several rites of passage. This is the rite of passage of Mike having the worst shot he's ever had.
For Serbia.
Congratulations.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Don't do it yet. Hold on. I gotta say the thing. Hold on. I gotta look this up. Don't do it yet. Can't do it yet. Ziveli. Before we got to cheers with yours. In Serbian, the Serbian cheers is Ziveli. It's got a Z, so I'm going to go with Ziveli. So to you, sir, in Serbian, Ziveli.
You're way too something. Oh.
You okay? What was that? Is this how Hemingway looked? You look like you could write a whole novel right now after taking that shot. Like you have a different perspective on the world.
I'm confused.
Did you just get older on camera?
I don't know. I'm confused. There was a taste there for a second that I was very much looking forward to. It started, then it was gone. And then my chest got real fucking hot. No, I got like plumish. I got a purple taste for a second.
You got plumish?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you drink too much of that brandy and you pass out. He's plumished. He's plumished for the evening.
And now it 100% smells like the empty glass I just was tricked into drinking rubbing alcohol.
I hate that banana.
I don't know what just what happened. No, I think I like it. It's so weird.
There's still some left in the bottle.
And you don't get a lot of those brandies that are 80 proof, and there is some heat to it. Oh, did you go back for more?
There's a little bit. My mom didn't raise a quitter. Oh, Lord.
She should have.
A little. Oh, I couldn't imagine if you're the liquor rep peddling this. And you do hey, taste it. Let's see if you like it at your accounts. I want to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be there when whoever sells Benjamin Banana has to, like, show this off.
Yeah,
you and
right.
I have both experienced, like, liquor reps love to come in and give you a taste of something hoping you buy it.
Oh, yeah. And try to tell you what you can make with it.
Oh.
You can disappoint people in several ways.
We'll make you a whole menu. It's like, I have to do something.
Right.
You can't sell me the booze, sell me the mix ideas, and then say that I'm like doing it. No, but I hate that. I hate that banana so much.
Back to old reliable with some milagros.
So now that I've got a mouthful of banana, I don't say that very often, and you're plumish.
You can see the actual video on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's going to be the next thing. Gettingwork.com/only. No, that wouldn't be how the website would be named.
Only worked? I don't know.
Only worked. It's just me and Brendon drinking on camera. No
That'd be creepy
talking,
after a minute.
just like us drinking to like slow.
Oh, there'd
I
be
hate
some
that, but
creepy like old guy watching us or something like, I like when they don't like
There
it.
could be one right now. We don't know. We don't know who's
Yeah.
out there. I mean, welcome.
Point.
We're glad you're watching.
Yeah.
Uh,
You're going to want to get a cream for that rash.
Ceviche. No, hold
The
on.
itching isn't normal.
Ziveli.
Ceviche.
Ziveli.
Ceviche is delicious, by the way.
I'm not a ceviche guy. I don't.
One of my favorite tacos I had was I may have been with you. No, maybe not. It was at a place that we go to down. I don't want to give anybody any free publicity without giving me a free taco
You
first.
can say the name, and then I'll tag them later, and they can give you a free taco for it.
Nah, they won't give me a free taco. But it was Condado. And they had a ghost pepper
If you got a
steak.
Condado near you, go.
They had a ghost pepper steak and shrimp ceviche taco. There was just this heat from the ghost pepper steak, and then this ice cold shrimp ceviche on the top. Oh, fucking good.
I love me a good taco, and as much as I don't like seafood, a properly made ceviche taco, it's probably pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
So we're drinking. It's Thursday night.
Yep.
A lot of shit's happened in pro wrestling, and I haven't talked to you.
I thought we were going to talk about bets before wrestling.
Oh, we're gonna talk about bets.
We're going to talk about everything. I was just wondering, do you have
out.
anything going tonight?
I'm watching several bets right now.
Okay.
Right now, I've got the Knicks and the Pistons. I've got a parlay for the Knicks and the Pistons and the Pacers and the Heat. My 7-leg parlay for Pacers Heat is, let's see, 2 legs have hit. 1, 2, 3. It's the second quarter, so I feel like that looks pretty good. I put a couple dollars on the Seahawks Cowboys game that's going on right now, and I took a stupid bet where I bet on some golf, but we'll come back to that. What do you got?
I have become a huge fan of the round robins.
I haven't gotten super into those because I set one up, looked at it, and I was like, I don't know if I fully understand, so I didn't do it.
Depending on how many options you choose, I like to just choose if I'm doing a 7-leg parlay, a times 6, which means I can hit 6 legs. So it will make all the other bets without one in there. And then if you want to do it where you only hit 5 legs, then it's going to be a lot more bets, but you can throw 50 cents down and it adds up to like 20 something bets or whatever. And that's been, I mean, like today, I had a parlay where 1 leg missed, but I still made a profit. And I would have still made a bigger profit if it hadn't have missed. I just had so many 1-leg close calls that I'm done with fucking close calls. Yeah. I needed some wins. And like last weekend, the wins came to me. Thanksgiving was profitable. 7 in a row I had. I kept sending them to you.
Yeah.
It was just one after another. And this was after a down week. And I'll tell you what. The gods of gambling hate me because they've given me fucking hope again.
They hate us.
I was almost done. I was almost at the point where I was going to remove the shit.
Super negative with that. You're like, they hate me because I'm winning.
I was at the point where I was going to remove the shit from my phone. Like, you know what? I don't need 4 apps. I don't need to wait to get my ID in the mail so I can set up a new one on ESPN Bet, which I did. And I already have my $50 free bets. And I don't know how I feel about ESPN Bet yet, but
it's trash.
I've got 150 of their free dollars.
I use the free bets, and I got the fuck out of there, man. Like their system, like thanks for the free bets. I made a little bit of money and got the fuck. I made 5 times what I put in. Got out.
It was like the programmed fucking coin machine or slot machine at the casino. Just right as I was leaving, went. You know what? Let's let him hit. Let's give that guy a little hope so he walks his ass back in.
So you stay here for another 3 hours.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? Let's let him pay his electric bill this month. Give him more hope.
And that's
what happened. I paid my electric bill. I got all happy, kept the money in. Like, you know what? Let's let these winnings roll. And then a couple days later, I'm like, God, I wish I had $20 right now.
That's what's been that's what's been happening to me with the betting. Like, you'll have like a week where you do mediocre.
Yeah.
You either break even or you might lose a couple bucks. But then, like right before I went to St. Louis to go see Metallica, I hit for like $300, almost $300.
Yeah, and you start
So
sitting there
went
imagining
there.
a life where you quit your real job and you're just a professional sports gambler.
I,
Yeah.
I've had that dream about 4 or 5 times. I was like, if I
Oh,
get real
yeah.
good at this, I could just retire on this, and we could just. But then you play the next day, and you have a day where nothing hits, and you're
Yep.
like, I don't know anything about sports.
Yeah,
I don't know football from basketball from baseball from fucking nothing.
Yeah, like I said last week, my nephew's Christmas is shot unless some shit starts going better for me.
So I hit, I hit really big right before St. Louis. I got to use some of that for St. Louis, which was nice. And then I had one of those like, I hit and then used it on Christmas gifts. So it was nice. I was able to be like, okay, cool.
nice.
I've got to get X amount of Christmas gifts. Cool. Like I hit that last night, so we'll just use that. It was great.
This is so much better than the addictions we used to have. Alcohol never led to Christmas gifts for anybody in my family.
Yeah, alcohol's a one-way street. I'm just paying for it. There's never
Yeah, yeah.
there's never a like oh, I made $700 on Jack Daniels today. Like that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
And what happened was, I'm gonna go to my settle bets real quick so I can properly reference this.
Who are you using the most? Are you FanDuel?
I'm only on FanDuel now. Everything else is shut down.
I think today, after watching the way that it keeps track of round robins specifically and parlays, I think DraftKings might be the best interface overall. I don't know. Like, I'm back and forth. I still have to have my Bet 365 because every now and then they give you that bet boost.
For
that's
you with
almost guaranteed.
soccer,
Yeah.
that's really good because that seems to be the most detailed soccer system.
I hit a good Liverpool over 8 corners. Diaz over I hit for $12 earlier, so that felt good back in the soccer winning.
So I look back and because I wanted to talk about because we were talking about like these different bets, and the one thing I'll be honest with you, man, is basketball. I never thought I'd be sitting here betting on basketball, but you can get a good parlay set up
Oh yeah,
where all the right things hit. Like this was on 11/24. This was the San Antonio Spurs versus the Golden State Warriors. Dario Saric for 10 points, Chris Paul for 10 points, Keldon Johnson for 3 threes, Stephen Curry for over 31.5 points, and Devin Vassell for over 17.5
that
points.
30-point line always scares me, but Curry's one of those guys I could see.
I'll take it
getting
on Curry.
Yeah,
I take it on Curry.
Joel Embiid every now and then. I always thought Antetokounmpo would be the guy for it, but I
He
set
hit a couple
Antetokounmpo
times
always
on
at
over 30 for me, but not recently.
I set Giannis at about 20 points and about 10 rebounds, and I'll give him a rebound and point combo. I like that in basketball too, that they give you the combined points, assists, rebounds of 40.
It's like every once in a while you'll see, or I think it was on ESPN Bet, they have, that was one of the positives. For football, you can do combined rushing and passing, or rushing and receiving for like Joe Mixon from the Bengals. For you can do combined for a player, which is cool. But like that basketball bet hit, and the other one. Did you watch that UK versus Louisville football game?
The football game? Oh my god!
What?
I bet on that game.
I bet on that game too, and I fucking won money. That game was in. First off, betting aside. One of the most insane fucking college football games I've probably ever sat down and watched.
One of the best college football games I've ever seen.
It's so exciting.
And coming from a family of UK fans, bravo! Like that
Louisville
Ray Davis
came for it.
Yeah, that Ray Davis kid should be in the NFL someday. His acceleration, the minute he hits the line and finds the hole, his acceleration is unreal. He just gains ground on people. And I had him for 2 touchdowns that day, and I had Jawar Jordan from Louisville for 2 touchdowns, and both of them got that for me.
Ray Davis just declared he's going to go into the draft, so he's going somewhere.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where he goes.
Wherever he goes, I think he's like second, third round.
That game was a shootout. I mean, there was 100-yard kickoff returns. It was unbelievable.
Both quarterbacks went for over 200 yards. So here's my parlay. Both quarterbacks went for over 200 yards.
Yep.
Devin Leary went
That's
for over 1.5. Jack Plummer went for over
Kentucky quarterback.
1.5.
That's the Louisville quarterback.
And I had Ray Davis and Jawar Jordan both to get a
Yep.
touchdown.
That's the
I
two
think
running backs.
that was I think you had Davis and Jawar.
Yep. That's the one I had. I had each of them to get 2, and they both did.
Davis and Jawar got their touchdowns like in the first like 5 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
They went into overtime. It was the most back and forth. Somebody got ahead, the other person answered. And the other person got ahead, and the other person, like, even when there were like turnovers and interceptions and everybody evened out. If one team got ahead, the other team immediately was catching back up. My wife was sitting there with me, who watches NFL with me, but we never really sat down and watched college football together. We were both sitting there entranced.
It was a shootout.
Fucking game. It was one of the best football games I've fucking never seen.
That's the epitome of a game for neutrals. Like, you don't have to have an investment in either team. It's just a hell of a game.
Just good fucking football.
Amazing. Yeah, that was a great game.
So those were my 2 really successful bets last week, and the big thing from that is
who are you hoping for tonight? On are you got anybody on the money line? The Cowboys, Seahawks? You playing the spread?
I'm not a money line guy. I'm not a money line person. I normally won't bet just on somebody's money line.
I'm a money line if I'm building a parlay out of multiple money lines.
My parlay right now on Thursday Night Football, I got CeeDee Lamb as a touchdown scorer. He already got that.
Nice.
DK Metcalf for 60+ yards. He's already gotten that. It's 58 minutes or 58 seconds left in the first. He's gotten 107 yards. DK Metcalf has gone for 107 receiving yards in the first quarter of this game. I have no clue what happened because we haven't been sitting here watching it.
Wow.
But he went for 107. Jake Ferguson has gone for 17. I needed him to go for 25. Dak Prescott's in the first. He must have threw a Hail Mary. He must have threw a bomb because he's already thrown for 109 yards in the first fucking quarter.
Good Lord. Yeah, I've got a few different things, but I don't have. I didn't pick anything for Dak in this game. I'm looking at it right now.
If you could pick up something for Dak, I'd pick up something for Dak.
Yeah. Charbonneau's already got me 14 of 25 rushing yards. I have Tony Pollard to get a touchdown. Tony Pollard to get 50 yards rushing. I have the Cowboys to get a rushing touchdown. I always play this as well, which I think is something that is always a great parlay add-on, is a score in the last 2 minutes of the first half.
That's a good
knock on wood. I've never had it miss yet. There's usually a score in the last 2 minutes of the first half. Oh, actually, they're in the last 2 minutes right now, right?
No, they're still in the first quarter.
Oh, first quarter.
That's what I'm saying. It's the end of the first. The first just ended. The first quarter just ended, and DK Metcalf has gone for 107 fucking yards.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb's already got my reception yards that I need him to get.
He's already got a TD.
See, I didn't pick any touch. I have the only touchdown score I have is Tony Pollard. Plus, I even did something. I think there's going to be 2 field goals in the game. Yeah.
You think? What was your field goal bet?
Two field goals in the game.
Yeah.
Only because I have their kicker in fantasy, and the Seattle kicker, and he usually always. Seattle doesn't seem to get the ball in the end zone as much as they would like, and they rely on their kicker a lot.
It's 10-7 at the end of the first with that much yardage and that much play. They're gonna force each other to kick.
Well, someone's got 1 field goal at least so far.
Yeah,
so that's good for me. Yeah,
yeah. Like they're gonna at some point force those field goals if that's that competitive. I never expected the Seahawks and the Cowboys to be that hot of a game right off the jump.
Right.
But I guess what that means though is I guess the Cowboys are running over them.
And we don't know shit about betting, and we should not be allowed to do this. I
always like to say that. Permission. With everything we say, we are not experts. Do not bet because we're telling you to bet or bet what we bet on. We do this for fun, and we don't bet a lot of money on these bets. I'll bet pennies to dollars on bets, and that's just what happens. With that, looks like Brendon dropped out for a moment. He'll be right back. There he is.
Welcome to life. We lost you. What happened?
We lost you.
No, we lost you. We're talking about you bet pennies and stuff, and then all of a sudden the feed goes out. I'm like, you need to pay your electric bill.
Well,
Like
sometimes I'll just bet a 10-cent bet. I'll bet a 20-cent bet on something stupid. Where I'm like, hey,
that's what I like
it
about.
turns 20 cents into $3. Great.
Do that with a round robin when it's placing 8 bets for you. Throw 20 cents down and 20 cents times 8. You end up doing a couple bucks, but it can really pay off just for missing one leg of a parlay.
That makes
The
sense.
give the randoms a shot every now and then. The or the
Huh. Looks like we might have a little bit of a tech issue. He should be right back. One moment, y'all.
as Mike said, we just do this for fun.
There you are. No, I'm going to do that thing where I change you
What are you changing?
as the internet for me. We have those Google routers where you
Yeah.
can prioritize different things. I don't know if it's me, but I'm just going to do that for myself. Prioritize the internet. That way it doesn't do that again.
Gotcha.
But we're back. So
Yeah.
we were talking about our bets that we have going on. He keeps dropping out. This is going to be the joke. This is what's going on. This is the joke of the episode, is that you keep dropping out. He's back.
I'm back.
So what
you
bets
keep
do you
dropping
have?
out? I mean, on my side, you keep dropping out. You're like, okay, we're good to go, and blank screen. And then I'm sitting here looking at myself.
It's great for the live audience. They're seeing all this happen. The podcast edit the YouTube video. We'll all have this cut out, but that's the fun of live broadcasting.
Well, I don't know. Just leave it up live.
People
It'll
of
be
the
fun to
internet.
watch. I'm curious to see it.
So, what do you have going on?
Not much. The place I work for is at a very busy time of year. Been working some extra, and in my free time, I've been enjoying video games again a bit. It's been kind of nice.
What have you been playing?
I really do still enjoy the Gotham Knights, but I've been testing some other things out a bit.
I love that you
I've
say that
gone
like an
back
old man with Facebook. The Gotham Knights.
the Gotham Knights. Yeah, I used the Google machine.
The Google machine.
The Google machine. Restarted Red Dead Redemption. That's always just fun. One of the best stories in a game. Every now and then, I really have game ADD. I jump around so much. I'm just jumping into one, out of another. Always there'll be a soccer match of some sort. Get that little. Oh, here's what's happened. Chucky has come to Dead by Daylight, and it's a fucking game changer. I
You
went
are
in the
one of
other
the
day.
most dedicated fans of that fucking game.
Oh, that little bastard is horrifying.
Is he as small
Yes.
as he would be relatively to like
Yes.
other? So he's just, because I've played Dead by Daylight and
Yes.
it's all people. They're the same size. And so now you've got just a doll running around.
The pallets that you can slam down and try to block the path of the killer, he can crawl under them real quick after you, like, come back here. Like, his voice is completely captured. His one ability is he can remove his terror radius, the heartbeat that you hear when they're getting close to you. And during the time that it's removed, everybody on the map hears little footsteps running around behind them in their ears and shit. Brrr, brrr, brrr. And it's fucking terrifying. And he just all of a sudden jumps out and screams at you. Now, what's interesting is in Dead by Daylight, the main premise of the killer is to hang the survivors on those hooks to sacrifice them. How do you think Chucky gets up there or moves them to the hook? That was always the big thing that everybody thought. How would they accomplish that thing?
Magic? Does he like do the voodoo thing and they lift up and go on the hook?
The spirit of the killer that inhabits him, Ray. What is it?
Charles Lee Ray.
Charles Lee Ray.
Charles Lee Ray.
All of a sudden, that spirit kind of comes out and picks up Chucky in one arm and picks up the body in the other, and Chucky's kind of talking as he goes, and then he hangs up the body there. And yeah, it's creepy. It's a definite change when the killer is so small. Like, I went to one of the levels the other day that was the farm, and the grass at certain points is taller than Chucky. This little bastard just come tearing through the grass at me, scared the living crap out of me.
See, I couldn't play that game.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I've been getting back into a little bit. They've got a lot going on with that. They brought Stranger Things back. I think it's because they want to bring that new bad guy from Stranger Things. I haven't seen the new seasons, but Vecna, I think
Vecna.
is the name. Yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah. They've brought the Demogorgon back.
He has a lot of cool like telekinesis powers and stuff, so that'd probably be really cool for that game.
They've put a lot of the ones that people have been requesting in, and that's one like in the last year for them to add Predator or not Predator, the Alien, the Xenomorph from Aliens, and Chucky. Those are some big ones that have been asked.
When did they add
lot.
Ghostface?
Ghostface was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
The Girl from the Ring was last year.
Wait, the girl from the Ring?
Yeah,
is in that game.
The Japanese one.
That's funny.
It's the Japanese one, and one of her skins that you can put her in is the girl rotten and decayed, and it's horrifying.
Gotta get on the camera.
Now, what is Santa's bribe?
It is a Christmas cookie ale.
Christmas cookie ale.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What are you playing? What are you working on? What's on your mind this week that you want to?
I haven't been playing I've been playing video games, but I got a PlayStation Portal, and I'm gonna do a full review on it. I want to do a whole video on just the Portal itself.
Real quick,
that's been what I've been playing.
I think you and I need to look into soon. We will start offering some different things of us, but I'm completely down for us to take to the seas again and show people our shenanigans. I think that would be a fun
game.
Every now and then.
Sea of Thieves is such a good game.
Sea of Thieves, we could do that. I've got the camera that I can now broadcast with, and we should figure out a way to do that because there's nothing more entertaining than us deep into some Sea of Thieves and starting to just get crazy.
Oh, we can make that happen. That'll be something we'll work here on the show pretty soon.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been messing with the Portal, and therefore I've been bouncing around a lot from games.
Now, how would you describe the PlayStation Portal to someone who's never been around one?
It's not a portable system. Do not buy it thinking you're buying a Nintendo Switch for PlayStation.
Okay.
It has to be attached to Wi-Fi.
Okay.
It runs off of a PS5. It's an accessory. It's not a new system.
So is it basically like a remote link up to your system at home?
Yes. PlayStation has always had remote play for a while, where you can play your games on your phone, a tablet, a laptop, what have you. That's why, like, when I stream PlayStation, I just use the remote play app on my laptop to stream it on here. It's that kind of episode, y'all. Brendon will be back in just a moment. There he is. He's covering his face. He's back. So we'll figure out this internet thing. This is what live broadcasting is all about. But don't buy the Portal thinking you're getting a portable system. It has to run off the PlayStation.
Gotcha.
And it only plays games that are downloaded to the system. And that's very specific. You can stream games now. Like, you can stream a game off a service without playing it. Like, you can even stream brand new PlayStation 5 games on the PlayStation.
It's like Xbox Cloud Play, right?
Right. But you can't stream the game on your PlayStation to your Portal. You would have to download that game to your PS5 to play it on the Portal, or have the disc.
That's too many links in the chain for it to run. Like, yeah, I can see that.
I have a great experience, like, laying in bed playing it before I go to bed, or if my wife wants to watch a movie or a TV show and I want to play the PlayStation, it's great for that. I haven't taken it out of the house yet and used it on other Wi-Fi. I've seen certain people have tried that and it's been pretty successful. I haven't done it
Does
yet.
it have its own built-in controllers, or are you using your controller?
It's a PlayStation 5 controller. It's a PS5 controller cut in half with a big screen in the middle.
Gotcha.
I got it in the other room. It's in the bedroom. But it's 100% worth the money if you have a PlayStation. But if you're wanting, like, I want a travel portable system, it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing that
you're still going with the Switch in that department.
Yeah, Switch rules. Switch also has incredible games.
I've thought about
buy a portable system, buy a Switch.
I've thought about eventually getting a Nintendo Switch just for some of the classics.
Absolutely should. And the new Mario. The new Marios are so fun. You can play them online with other people.
I saw they came out with a new OLED screen Nintendo Switch and everything, and
the OLED's
really nice one. But that's something we'll talk about when taxes come around or my bets start hitting.
So I'm playing the PlayStation Portal. You're playing Dead by Daylight.
I have recently. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, a
So
little bit, a little bit. I've downloaded some other things. I did the trial for the UFC 5. Unbelievable. Really,
I
really
picked up 4
good.
again the other day. I started
I've
playing
got
through 4.
I've
Sometimes I
got a
just like to
trial
lay
for
in bed and take somebody down in a stupid way. I'm gonna kick your shin
yeah.
until you. I'm not gonna do anything else but shin kicks. I'm
I
just gonna see how I can dodge and kick your shin until you fall down.
I had a leg knockout the other day. It was unbelievable. It looked
It's the
really
weirdest
brutal on
thing to
the
watch because it's. I almost feel bad for the computer opponent because they grab their. It's like, oh no,
yeah.
my leg. But it's fantastic.
Did you ever mess with Star Wars the what is it called? The Squadron.
Rogue Squadron. I was never a Rogue Squadron. I played Dark Forces and Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
Never played because Rogue Squadron's the flying game or the pilot games, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I don't
I
play
don't know. I don't
those.
think it's Rogue Squadron. It's the newest one, but man, that's very cool to sit in a TIE fighter and turn on the individual buttons and switches and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Apparently it's meant to be a big co-op squadron flying together thing. And I'll have to look into that at some point.
I know
But
they're re-releasing a lot of the old Star Wars games, so like there's a lot of cool Star Wars games that came out, like TIE Fighter and X-Wing and
yeah.
all the Jedi Knight games. Like I said, the Dark Forces games. I like the Dark Forces games because the first Star Wars Dark Forces was just Star Wars Doom.
Yes.
If you give me a Doom clone, I will play the dog shit out of it. My favorite games to play for like the past 5, 6, 7 years have been the old Doom games. The new Doom games are fun. Doom and Doom Eternal from like Doom 2016 and then
I
Doom
still haven't
Eternal.
ever
They're fun.
touched the new Doom games.
They're fun. They're Doom, and by their Doom I mean it's not about cover. It's not about hide behind the thing and then pop out and shoot somebody like Gears of War.
Yeah.
It's literally move forward and fight because everything's coming at you full force. But it does play more like a modern shooter, which for what I love about Doom isn't as cool. I love the tank control. I love like I'm gonna turn around the corner, bum 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 bum, and then I'm gonna move, and I gotta dodge, and I come back in, bop bop bop. I like the simpler shooting games like that, like Doom and Quake 2, Hexen, all those old Duke Nukem. I
Hexen got
fucking love Duke Nukem.
My dad used to have Duke Nukem on the computer. Yeah, Duke Nukem was great. Oh, there were so many good
Did you
ones
play
in there.
Hexen?
I know Hexen. Yeah, yeah.
Hexen
Riven
was cool because
Yes.
wasn't Riven the sequel to Hexen?
Hexen was. I think Riven was the sequel to Myst. Or wait,
You're I
I
think
think
you
it
are.
is.
But Hexen was a first person shooter,
That's the one that had like the hand of God.
but
And
you
those
had
weird,
magic. Like you had like a
yeah,
sorcerer spells and stuff.
yep,
It wasn't guns. There was a sword and axe and
yeah.
sorcerer spells.
We had Shadow Warrior after
Yeah.
Duke Nukem. That was exciting because like yeah, Dirty Samurai.
Dirty Samurai.
I will never forget. It's
We had
so
some good
funny.
video
There
games.
was like my dad had Leisure Suit Larry,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't let me play unless I could pass the questions at the beginning that they give that are mainly for adults, and I
Yeah.
could never. And it was always just multiple choice. Can I get in there? And every now and then I would get in there, and I still, I to this day, I remember multiple times really just. Maybe I was raised right. Let me
That's why
tell
you
you.
need a Switch.
Uh,
All those games are on Switch.
I remember losing because I didn't wear a condom at one point, and I was very confused about the condom and where to find it, and even what it was at that point. I remember maybe I shouldn't have been playing that game.
If you never
I
played Leisure
also
Suit Larry, grow up and go play a Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure Suit Larry game. Oh man! And the other one was really funny. Was there was a line in Duke Nukem that made me laugh so much in a childish way that I remember it to this day, 100%. And what it was you would walk into an old radio station, and Duke Nukem, if you would go up to the microphone and hit the button, he would say something. And
Yep.
what he would say is, welcome to KTIT, K-Tit, the breast, I mean, best in radio production. And to me, as
Such
a
fun
child, that was the
lines.
funniest shit to me. It was K-Tit, the breast, best in radio. Yeah.
There's always in the first level of the first game when you go in the strip club. No, I think it's like it might be the second level. But
We talking about
in
Duke Nukem?
Nukem, where you can
Yeah.
go in the strip club and like as a kid, you're like, what's happening? You go up and like the digital like 8-bit girls go woo, and you're just like, ah, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. And it's like Grand Theft Auto now. Now you're in the strip club, and the whole thing is try not to touch them when the bouncer's looking at you. And I'm like, holy shit, this is really
Are
a
you
little
ready for December 12th?
What's going on December 12th?
The trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6.
Ah, yes, 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 yes. I actually just also started the beginning of the Grand Theft Auto 5 story again, just for the fun of it, because it just makes me laugh so much. There's so many great pop culture. Just driving around, listening to the radio, the commercials that they've made are so funny.
So it's going to be the game. 6 is going to be the game where
It looks like we're going back to Vice City, and it looks like we're gonna have a female protagonist.
I'm going to have to buy it on an Xbox.
Yeah.
We got to play together. Like I
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
I can't. We have a chance to start a Grand Theft Auto online
At the same time as
together
everybody else.
at the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
time as everybody else. I think you and I need to united front Grand Theft Auto 6 online. We need to like get in there and start working the game and start building and doing shit.
Yeah, it always sucks when you come in. It's like, welcome to your new character. Here's your Volvo. Here's your handgun. And then all of a sudden, the guy on the flying motorcycle comes by, hits you with one missile. And it's like, oh, well, that was fair.
I switched to PlayStation and then I started a new account and they give you like $10 million when you start off.
Nice.
But then I realized I didn't have any of my stuff from my Xbox account. So I ported that account over, gave up the $10 million for the new player thing because I was like, well, I've got way more than $10 million
$10 worth of stuff. The
property
casino.
and
Yeah.
and games and all this shit in Grand Theft Auto. It's just
Built the
worth to bring my
arcade
old character over.
I built the arcade. I had the motorcycle
didn't do an
club.
arcade.
I had the business. I had the stolen goods warehouse.
Yep.
I was running all kinds of jobs. The car business. Oh, I had that car. We ought to. That should be something we do before the game comes out. When we figure out how to stream our games to people, we will have a retirement of our Grand Theft Auto 5 character. Go in and look at our businesses, shut them down one last time. Like, go see where we've left everything with our careers.
That'll
on
be a
Grand Theft
wonderful
Auto.
trend. That'll have to be an entire episode.
Yeah,
Fuck, we got a lot of games to play.
yeah, we do.
People of the internet, it's Thirsty Thursday. This has been a fucking blast. We were gonna talk wrestling. I meant to talk Ric Flair and CM Punk, but we talked about way cooler things. CM Punk came back
For the
Flair.
4th time in 2 years.
You leave him alone. You leave CM
All
Punk
right.
alone. Ric Flair said some stupid shit, and
He likes young girls.
is doubling down on it. So that's gonna be fun to watch. But
When
other
you're
than
his
that,
age, everyone's young.
you know what? There's 20,000 other dudes doing wrestling news on YouTube, podcasts, whatever. Check them out for that. We talked about beer, video games, and I hate this banana shot. It's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life.
Slivovitz, some good.
He had
blue
some good
plum
blue plum brandy.
plums. Yeah,
Yeah, how are your plums feeling?
our plums feel good.
People on
I'm
the
gonna have
internet.
some Magros and kill this.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta get it one more time. Hold on. People on the internet. Ziveli.
Cheers.
We'll see you guys.